always have to guess what day it is because I'm never sure. I woke up this morning and I thought it was Sunday, and then I was really happy because it was actually Saturday, and that means it's not Monday the next day. Do you know what I mean? It means I still had a full weekend when I only thought I had half. So yeah, how are you guys? Have you had a good Saturday so far? What have you guys done? What have I done? I've actually been editing all day. Literally like, oh sorry, clear my throat. Obviously haven't spoken enough today already. You just woke up? Where are you from? Sour Peach Lily, if you've just woke up. Would that be like America, like California way? I might be totally wrong. I love your recipes, thank you so much. Virgin Friends has a cold. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I feel like a lot of people have colds at the moment. And I actually woke up with one blocked nostril this morning, and you know when you're just like, I don't need a cold right now. Like I'm quite happy being healthy and being able to do all the things that I can do. I don't need a cold right now. So hopefully I don't get a cold, touch wood. Oh, thank you so much, guys. You're so nice. I'm so sick. You're sick too. Oh no. Who's sick and who's not right now? I hope you guys are all right. And if you have strep and the flu, that doesn't sound very good. I hope you're okay. Thor is here. Hi, Thor. What's your favorite type of cookie? I like soft cookies. So I like the thin, chewy, soft cookies with like the crisp edges. I do also like NYC cookies, but my I think I just prefer the other ones like slightly more. How about you guys? What's your favorite type of cookie? Are you like a thick cookie? I'm doing this as if your cookie's gonna be this thick. A thick cookie. A thin, chewy cookie, or a crunchy cookie, like a Maryland cookie. Because I'm not gonna lie, Maryland cookies, like the crunchy, biscuity cookies, do have their place. You know, especially for like dunking in tea and stuff. Because you're not gonna I wouldn't personally dunk a soft and chewy cookie into tea. It would just be soggy. Maybe I'd dunk an NYC cookie in there because they got those crisp edges. You know, more like a hard shell kind of thing. Everyone get Fitwaffle Kitchen to 3 million subscribers. Yeah, get me to 3 million, guys. Thank you so much. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there one day. Fitwaffle, hello, I love your recipes. Thank you so much, Noor. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Can you make hawachi? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna need to look that up. Where's my phone? I've probably pronounced it wrong as well. I've actually never heard or seen that, so I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna look up what it is. So it was, how was it spelled again? Can someone type it again so I can, write it down? Here we go. Okay, I can't say it, but what it says about it, it's Korean, is that correct? And it's a general term for Korean punches made with various fruits or edible flower petals. The fruits and flowers are soaked in honeyed water or honey magnolia berry. In modern South Korea, carbonated drinks and fruit juices are also commonly added to... I need to look up how to say this. I need to go on Google Pronounce. That sounds nice. I'll show you what I got the other day because it reminded me of that. How to pronounce... One sec. Let me listen to this on YouTube. We're just going to listen to a Kit Kat advert first. One seckie. Skip. Hwache. Hwache? Say it again. Hang on. Is it not going again? Hwache. Is that correct? Hwache. Oh God. Okay, I'll practice. I haven't quite got that one yet. I was definitely saying it wrong though, but that sounds great. Let me just I won't talk forever, by the way. We are going to get cooking in a bit. But let me just show you what I got the other day, just because it reminded me of that when we were talking. So I got these drinks, which are called Mogu Mogu, and I've never seen them before, but they've got like chewy coconut bits in them, and I haven't tried the lychee one yet, but I tried the strawberry one, and it was so good. It tasted like a strawberry Chupa Chup lollipop. You know, like a really, really sweet strawberry flavour, and I don't usually like strawberry drinks. Like, I don't like strawberry ribena or strawberry squash or anything like that, but this was delicious. So yeah, it's got like, I can't remember if I've shown you these before, maybe I just posted it on Snapchat. So if you can see, it's got like, see the bits moving around? Apparently they're like chewy coconut. And yeah, it was delicious. So if you ever find these anywhere, then I definitely recommend. They're really, really nice. Mogu Mogu has some chewy cocoa bits which taste so good. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Is it air fryer, microwave or other? It's either air fryer or oven. So not microwave today, not for these cookies. I don't think you're going to get a great result. Although we can try and microwave one of them and see what happens. But I'm actually going to use the air fryer to do it because my camera and the tripod it's on and like the monitor with the chat on is blocking my oven. So I can't actually open the door fully to get my cookies in. So I'm going to use the air fryer for that reason. The only thing I don't like about the air fryer making cookies is you can't fit as many in at a time. So you have to do more batches, which means it takes a lot longer than if you just did it in the oven. You could just make a smaller batch of cookies, that would solve that problem. But yeah, I'm going to do like a few in the air fryer today and just see what they turn out like. I don't know why I try and do new things live all the time instead of just sticking to what I know. Like every time I've done a cooking live, what was it last time? I never used the blender to make that milkshake before, so that went wrong. And then what did I do before that? I used something else different as well. I can't remember what else I made. But yeah, I tested out something else that I'd never used before, and that also didn't go great either. Can you post a video on how to make air fry potato wedges? Yes, I can do that. Is the 10-minute cookies recipe really easy? Yes, it is really easy. Fudge, it was the new cooker? That's it. Yeah, it was the new cooker for the fudge. I love your apron. Thank you so much. I got it from Amazon. Will there be another live next week? Yes, there will. Can you make a Mexican dessert like arroz con leche or flan? I can try. I'll have to look it up and do a bit of research on it. Wait, can you wish me luck? I'm performing Annie soon. I only have 20 lines, but I'm so nervous. Yes, Fudge and friends, good luck. You'll be amazing. I promise, you'll be amazing. Take a look at your kitchen, please. Is it okay? It's not burning down. The video you made earlier with the sandwich was so good. I'm literally obsessed. I really hope you try it because it was so delicious. Like with the tomato sauce and then the cheese and the ham. Oh, just, if you haven't seen it yet, guys, then I'd really recommend it. And it's so easy to make as well. I got my prom invite. Oh, did you? That's so cool. I remember going to prom. You should do air fried churros. I should. What are you going to do in the half term? I don't have any plans right now. Are you on a set? No, this is actually my kitchen. But it is kind of a set, I guess, because I use it to film YouTube videos. So, and I actually picked this apartment because I rent this place. I actually picked this apartment because of how nice the kitchen was. My old kitchen, like if you go back to some of my earlier YouTube videos, the long form ones, you'll see my old kitchen, and it was really small and really dark, and I had this like little table that was about this big that I filmed everything on, and we made it work. It just wasn't ideal. So when me and Bernie were able to move out and get like a bigger kitchen and stuff. We were like prioritizing the kitchen and making sure that it was perfect for cooking and stuff. Right, shall we get started? Because I'm conscious that I don't want to talk for hours before we actually start making cookies. So I don't know if any of you guys are going to cook along or if you're just going to watch and take notes if you play, if you need to. So then obviously you can make them next time, but I'll let you know everything I've got. I'm pretty sure all the amounts Bernie's put in the description. What's that about cleaning something? You're on a commercial. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? How old are you? I'm 29 and I'm turning 30 next month and I don't have any plans for it yet. So yeah, I feel well old, guys. So the ingredients, I believe, are in the description of this video. I think Bernie put them in. So you can refer to those instead of me going like 110 grams of this and 150 grams of this, etc. But I'll go along with like tips and stuff as we go. So I'm going to get started. Are you guys ready? Happy early birthday. Thank you. I know it's my birthday is 23rd of March. So I've still got, what's the date today? I've still got a month and a half until I turn 30. I just ate dinner and now I'm going to be really hungry just watching. But are you married? So I'll believe you. I am married. You're almost 30, but look, guys, Bernie, this is a horrible poll. I could end this. I'm ending your poll, Bernie. How do I end it? Ha ha. Go away. Right, I'm gonna stop laughing at me. Exactly, Noodles. This is bullying, isn't it? You're making me all hot now. Okay, guys. I'm going to start making cookies. I love your New York style cookies. Thank you so much. 76% said no. I'm not giving people the chance, Bernie. Okay, I'm going to start making cookies. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let me pull my sleeves up because this is a clean jumper. So, we're going to start with melted butter. So the first three things that are going in is the melted butter, the light brown sugar and granulated sugar. We use 2 sugars to give it a better taste and texture. Like the combination is what gives the cookies like the right texture, the right taste, whereas if you just use brown sugar or just use white sugar, then it's gonna look and taste completely different. It's still gonna taste good, but it's gonna be different. So I'm gonna go into our bowl with our melted butter. Make sure you get all of it. And this has cooled down slightly because I don't want to have it so hot that it melts my sugar. So now I'm going in with the light brown sugar. I don't know why I touched it. I expected it was going to be hard because it had been set out for a little bit and it wasn't. And then I'm also going in with my granulated sugar. Then you're going to grab a hand whisk and you're just going to whisk it until it's really nice and combined. So we're not actually using any electric mixer or anything today. You can, but you just don't need it for this one. Can you use dark brown sugar? Yes, you can, but again, it will just have like a slightly different taste. Obviously the cookie will look darker and the texture will be slightly different, but it's still gonna taste good. But I think like with any recipe, if you want it to taste the best and if you want it to look exactly like the video, then you need to use exactly what I use in the video. Otherwise, if you change anything, it will be different. So we're just mixing this until it's nice and combined. I'm not making it, I'm just watching Eloise impressive cooking and enjoying it. Oh, thank you so much. Wait, I'm not as quick as you. Okay, I'll slow down a bit. You have a cookie mix, nice. Eloise, can you slow down a little? I'm slowing down, I'm slowing down. So, I'm at the point now, I'll I'll recap. I've added my melted unsalted butter because we're going to add salt. If you only have salted butter, then you'll skip the part where we add the salt, but we'll come to that bit. So melted unsalted butter. Are these vegan? Unfortunately not. We're adding an egg and this is dairy butter. This was light brown sugar and granulated sugar. So both of these, all of these, have gone into my bowl. And I've just whisked until it's smooth, and I'll come in for a close-up so you can sort of see what it looks like. So this is the texture that we're looking for. It's light, it's thick, it should sort of drop off the whisk like that. Am I good to move on now? How many cookies does this recipe make? Well, it depends how big you make the cookies. So because I'm going to do mine in the air fryer, I'm going to make them small. You can make them bigger, but it will depend on the cooking time. So I'm going to aim today to make like double what I'd usually make, so about 24, 25, like small cookies. But if you were making regular size cookies, sort of like this, or maybe a little bit smaller, the size of Subway cookies, then you'll get sort of like 12 to 15, depending on how big you make them. Can you make double the mixture? Yes, you can. You would just obviously double everything equally. Lots of cookies are burny. Yeah, they are only mini ones though, so you can have more than one. Okay, are we ready to move on? I'm going to add the egg. So I'm using 1 large egg. If you only have medium, that's also fine. It's not going to make a huge difference here. So I'm just going to add the egg. It should be at room temperature. Mine is a little bit cold. I didn't take it out for long enough, but that's still fine. Let me just wipe my hands on something. So you're going to add your egg and also your vanilla extract, which is really sticky. Yes, move on. Okay, great. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. You can obviously measure it if you want to, but I just tend to pour my vanilla in and just guess. So I'm going to pop the yolk to make it, love your apron, so cute, thank you, to make it mix easier. And then I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to whisk again until it's really nice and smooth and there's no lumps left. Where do you get vanilla extract from? Just Sainsbury's or like any big supermarket will do it. I think even the small supermarkets do it. Okay, that is looking great. So again, that should be nice and smooth, light in colour. I'll come up to give you a close-up. Here we go. So this is what your cookie mixture should look like now. So this is with the butter, both sugars, the egg and the vanilla all whisked in together now. We're literally like kind of almost done with the whole mixing process. This is kind of the quick bit in a way. Like the rolling it into the balls, I feel like takes the longest time. Wait for me. Okay, I'm waiting. What flour do you use? Plain flour. Do the cookies taste good, and how many would you rate it from 1 to 10? I mean, I have to give them a 10 out of 10, don't I? What time is it for you? It is 7:07. What time is it for you guys? Do you live in London? Yeah, I live near London. What's your favourite flavour of cookie? Oh, okay. I really like oatmeal raisin cookies. I also really like raspberry white chocolate cookies. I think that's a great flavour. And then I guess any white chocolate cookie I really like. White chocolate caramel would be nice. And I guess just plain chocolate chip as well. I think that's nice. Okay, you're ready now? Great. Okay, so next thing we're doing is we're adding in the flour, the bicarbonate of soda, and the salts. That's 3 ingredients going in. So this is plain flour. You're just gonna tip that in. Just realize I actually don't need this in it anymore because I'm gonna switch to this. So because we're going to be folding, a whisk isn't very good for folding. So switch to a spoon, a rubber spatula, like a wooden spoon, something like that. There we go. And then the bicarbonate of soda is going to go in. So you want half a teaspoon of this. You don't want to go overboard, so make sure it's a level teaspoon, not a heaped one. So you put that in like that, nice and easy. And then the salt as well. So half a teaspoon of salt as well. And if you really like salty cookies, like I do, then you can even do a full teaspoon of salt if you wanted to. But I know not everyone likes their cookies quite as salty as I do. So then you're just going to fold that all together with your rubber spatula. So you're just sort of going under the mixture, picking it up and folding it over. And you can move the bowl if that makes it easier. So you sort of twist it as you turn, under, twist. And you want to do this quite nice and slowly because you don't want to overmix the flour because it can make the cookies go tougher. Can you cook more things like pizza? Yeah, we can make some pizza. I've actually, I made some pizza on live stream not too long ago. I did some air fryer pizza recipes. Like, I guess you used to call them almost pizza hacks more than recipes. You know, like using a naan bread, or a naan I should say, as the base, and then just adding your toppings. Any dessert pizzas, I do actually have a dessert pizza on my YouTube if you want to go watch the short video of it. But yeah, I could potentially make one of those on stream again. Okay, so my cookie dough is done. Have you been to Bristol? Yes, I have. I think Bristol is a really cool city. So this is what your mixture should look like now. So it should be relatively thick, but not like super hard or crumbly. You can see I've still got some flour there. That's fine. So it should look like cookie dough without the chocolate chips. Okay, we love Bristol. Yeah, Bristol is really cool. I actually haven't been to Bristol in ages now though. It seems like it's been forever. But I used to go pretty much every month, I guess. Slow down. I'm sorry, Badge. I'm trying to go slow. I want to buy your book. It seems so helpful. How much is it and can I purchase from the US? So, it's not available yet, like anywhere, because it's on pre-order still. But I'm not sure if it's going to be available or I'm not sure when it's going to be available in the US. But you can order worldwide delivery from the UK. So Waterstones, for example, I'm pretty sure does worldwide delivery, which includes America. And you can get it from there. I just don't know exactly how much it would be for you to buy it and then obviously have shipping costs as well. So I have asked my publisher about American publication, but I haven't got any answers back yet. So I'll let you know as soon as I have more answers in regards to American. Oh yeah, that's right. Bernie just said the first 2 books are available in the US. So let me find them. So this one, Baking It Easy, and Baked in One. These ones are both available in the US. It's just not the recent one. So, what? Oh, I couldn't find it. So that one isn't available in the US yet, but the other 2 are. You're ready now? Okay, amazing. So I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips next. So I have 200 grams of chocolate chips. I have dark chocolate chips and I have milk chocolate chips. But at this stage, you can add any chocolate chips you want. So you could use white chocolate chips, you could add in nuts, like chopped walnuts or something like that. You could add in sprinkles, little fudge pieces. Oh, I really want to try that now. I wonder if I've got fudge pieces in my cupboard. Because I've actually never added fudge pieces to my cookies. And I feel like that would taste amazing. I might try it, you know. But bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I've got some in my cupboard. I'm not having much luck. I'm gonna look in the other cupboard. This is sad, I can't find them yet. I found them! Let me just close my cupboard door, one sec. Staying open for some reason. Okay, I found some fudge chunks. Okay, so I'm gonna add a few fudge chunks as well. So I'm gonna add a few less chocolate chips. So I'm gonna go, let's go a whole bag of dark. So 100 grams of dark chocolate chips. Oh, these are chocolate chunks, that's also fine. How nice are these? So apparently these are extra dark. I'm not usually a huge fan of dark chocolate. That's still nice. Let's go full bag of dark. Let's go half a bag of milk chocolate. I'll open them. There we go. So we'll go approximately half a bag, so 50 grams of milk chocolate chips. Yep, that'll do. And then we'll go a handful of fudge chunks. I love fudge chunks. A few more. There you go. So what's a bag of these? Is that 100 grams? Yeah, so about 50 grams of fudge chunks. Because you want enough add-ins, but you don't want to go overboard. My cupboard door is still open. Like, what is going on? What flavour is this fudge? I think it's just vanilla. I don't even know if it's vanilla. Has it got vanilla in it? No. It's literally just plain fudge. So it's just sweet and delicious fudge. Can you use baking soda instead of bicarbonate? Yes, so baking soda is the same thing as bicarbonate of soda. It's baking powder that's different. You can still use it, but again, you'll just get a slightly different texture. I'm pretty sure bicarbonate of soda makes the cookies a bit more chewy. But yeah, it's not gonna make like too much difference. But like I said at the beginning, if you want the perfect recipe, then you use every ingredient as stated. Okay, so we're just folding those in until they're nice and combined. That'll do. Oh, this looks so good. I'm so pleased I put the chunks of the fudge chunks in it. I'm actually really excited here. Me, when you found out what you're making, is that supposed to be the Cookie Monster? I'm French and I love your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Which one of your books would you suggest for beginners? Would you say hi to Mads for me as well? Yeah, hi Mads. So they're all great for beginners, to be totally honest. I would say the easiest book, so if you've never baked before, the first one, so Baking It Easy, I would say is the easiest out of all three. I would say the next step up is probably the second book, like it's kind of done in order. So Baked in One, the second book, slightly more challenging, but again, not difficult at all. Like they're very much suited to beginner bakers. You just, like, once you sort of get, say, your cookie batter. So for example, with your cookies, you know, once you know how to make a batch of cookie dough, then it's really easy to sort of like change it up and, you know, add more flour to make a thicker cookie. And you know how long to bake them for. It just takes a little bit of practice. And then the third book is also really nice and easy. Obviously that one's not quite out yet, so that one comes out on March 14th. So that is more, it's got more cheesecakes in it, but there's also some really easy desserts in there, like ice creams, like 3-ingredient ice creams, like milkshakes, which are super easy, truffles, which are really easy as well. I've got some fudge in there too, as well as some of the harder bits. So some of the cheesecakes are a little bit more complex, just because they take a little bit more patience, and you need to make sure they're set at the right temperature and everything, you know, chilled for long enough, I should say. And then I've got like a triple layer mousse cake in there, which is one of the more difficult ones. But again, it's not difficult. There's just a few more instructions. So if you're totally new, that one in particular might be slightly overwhelming just because of the amount of steps that it has in it. But like I said, it's not actually difficult. It's just got a few more steps. So yeah, I mean, they're all great for beginners, to be honest, but I'd probably get them in that order if I mean, it's kind of the way I wrote them. Can you start a snack food chain without an oven because I can't use the oven? That would be cool. What's your favourite colour? I like yellow, and I also really like sort of like this turquoisey colour. You know, like the colour of the ocean in the Maldives? That colour. So, Fudge, are you ready? Have you got all your add-ins added? Like your chocolate chips? If so, I'm going to move on to rolling them into balls. So, you can now refrigerate the dough. So, I would probably recommend that you refrigerate it for about 30 minutes, especially if you're making like larger cookies. So, if I was to scoop up sort of what I would say is a regular cookie amount, it would probably be about this much. Let me weigh it, just in case you guys use scales like I do. So let's see how big this is. 46 grams. So I think the last cookies I made were about 50. So if I just add a little bit on, that's too much. So it will be about this size. And that's about 50 grams. Again, you can go just over, just under, but you'll get slightly more or slightly less cookies depending on how big you make your cookies. I'm actually going to make smaller cookies, so I'm going to break this in half. So 26, 28, that wasn't bad. And then if you want to make like mini cookies that are going to cook really fast, you would actually break them in half again. So I'm going to make some mini cookies to go in the air fryer today. So these are going to be about 11 or 12 grams each. So that one was 12. That one's 13, that's fine. Let's see how evenly I've broken all of these up. 11, let's give that one an extra chocolate chip. 12. Let's see how big this one is. Oh, he's too big. He's 15. 11, that'll do. So when you put them, obviously, because I'm using an air fryer, I'm using this tiny little rack here, but if you were making bigger cookies, then I would recommend using the biggest cookie sheet that you can fit in your oven. That's what I tend to do. Let me show you it, if it's in here. I usually use something like this to do my cookies on. So it's really nice and thin, and it's really big. Like, this is literally the size of my oven, so it takes up the entire oven when you put it in. But you want to make sure when you place your cookies on that you place them further enough apart. So on a cookie sheet that's this big, I would actually still only do about 6 at a time. So I'd go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just to make sure that, because these do spread a lot, so if you were to push them down sort of as flat as they would go, that's how much they would spread. And honestly, the amount of times I've seen people put their cookies too close together and then wonder why you've got one big slab of cookie dough at the end. Not that that's really a problem. You just eat it as a slab and cut it up. But yeah, if you want actual like round cookies that don't touch, then obviously you need to put them further enough apart. So, next bit of cookie dough. I'm gonna, how many do you think I'll fit on here? Can you see this? Not really, can you? This is in the way. Ta-da! Is your oven small? No, this is for the air fryer. Please tie your hair up when baking. Don't want hair in your lovely bakes. I mean, it's only my husband that's probably gonna eat these ones, so I don't think he minds. Bernie, do you mind a bit of hair in your bake? 11. Perfect. Another 11. There we go. Oh, I reckon we might be able to get another 2 on here. I'm a bit worried that these are going to be a bit too close together. I use different chocolate. If I use different chocolate chips, will it make I don't mind a bit of hair as long as it's not in a restaurant. I think if you know whose hair it is, you don't mind as much. It's like when you get a hair in your food in a restaurant, you're like, oh my gosh, whose hair is that? If you figure out it's yours, I'm like, okay, it's mine. I don't care anymore. But yeah, if you don't know whose it is, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a hair in my food. There we go. There we go. Roll that one up. Okay, do you think I can get these in the air fryer without them all touching? I need to wipe my hands again. So I'll show you what my little cookies look like. So these are going to be super cute little mini cookies. So I'm going to put these in the air fryer. I'm going to bake them at 160. So a fan oven is very, very similar to an air fryer. So I would usually bake these at 100. So if you don't have a fan oven, 180 degrees. I think that's 350 Fahrenheit. I can double check that because I don't work in Fahrenheit. But 180 degrees C if you don't have a fan oven. If you have a fan oven or a convection oven, then it's 160 C. I've never baked these in the air fryer before, so I'm just gonna take a guess. And I'm gonna try 160. I might go down to 150 depending on what they look like. And I'm gonna try them for about 6 minutes. So my air fryer is out in my hallway because it's really noisy and I'm gonna be shouting over it. So I'm just gonna go put these in the air fryer and then I'll be right back. Okay, they're in. I'm gonna run out in about 2 minutes, no, not 2 minutes, in about 4 minutes. So with them about 2 minutes to go, just to check them, just to make sure they're all right. The occasional hair is seasoning. I'm gonna try one of these fudge pieces. If you had to choose between cooking food or snacks, which would you choose? Probably snacks. I mean, obviously snacks are food. So by food, do you mean meals? You know, like full meals for 2 or more people kind of thing. Because if so, I'd probably say snacks. I just think they're a bit more fun. I don't know. And they're usually ready quicker. I love cooking desserts though. Like, I think cooking desserts over most savoury things for me. I do like making toasties in the air fryer though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm working at a charity week at my school. I might be working one of the cake stalls. Should I try making one of your recipes? If you do, please let me know and please send me pictures. I definitely think you should. I think for a bake sale, or you know, like a charity bake sale, something like brownies or blondies or cupcakes or like a school cake or something, you know, like a big tray bake cake would go down really well. I would say the only problem with cookies at bake sales is they're not as good the day after as they are on the day, whereas brownies are, and I think blondies are as well. Cookie bars are a great one because they're more like a blondie in a sense, so they stay a lot more moist, whereas cookies, because they're thin and they're like crunchy, they just go a lot harder, a lot quicker. So yeah, that'll be my recommendation. Are we making a toasty too? I mean, I wasn't planning on making a toasty too. Can you make a video for churros? Yes, I can. I've seen people make recipes for churros and it looks really good. So yeah, I might try soon. Have you seen The Bear? It's about the restaurant industry. I haven't, but I've heard about it. To be honest, I don't actually watch a lot of TV. Sometimes I watch the odd film, and like I've seen a few Netflix series that I've sort of like really got into, and then I've been really sad when they've ended. Like I watched, I think it was Lucifer, and I was obsessed with it. Like I watched every single season, and then I got really sad when it ended because I was like, oh, like I was so obsessed with this, and now what am I going to do in my evenings not evenings at like 11 o'clock at night? Probably go to bed. We all want a toastie. I don't intend to make a toastie. I've still got a lot of cookie dough to make into cookies. You know what I'll do actually? Because you can chill this cookie dough, you can also freeze it. I might do another batch of cookies and then put the rest in the fridge and make the rest tomorrow. So then we'll have some fresh cookies tonight, and then I can probably give some more cookies to my neighbours tomorrow as well, if they're in. They won't appreciate hair in their cookies though. Let's say we can only use the fridge and basic ingredients. What book do I use? The new one. If you don't have an oven, then the new one is the one to go for, because it's no baking mostly. It also has some microwave recipes. It also has some stovetop recipes, so like on the hob. It does have some air fryer recipes in there, but it's only one chapter, so if you don't have an oven or an air fryer, you're still going to be able to make like 90% of what's in the book. I'm out drinking today, so I'll catch you guys another time. No worries, Renegade. Oh yeah, big game tomorrow, isn't it? It's Super Bowl. Does anyone here watch American football? I'm going to be staying up to watch the Super Bowl tomorrow, I think. I've watched it most years. So last year, I stayed up to watch the entire thing. I'm pretty sure the year before I stayed up to watch the entire thing. There has been a few years where I've been really tired and gone to bed. But most years, since I met Bernie, so we've been together like, I think 9.5 years now. So I've probably watched 9 Super Bowls. I would say I've probably stayed up for at least 6 of them. I might be wrong, but I feel like I've stayed up for 6 of them. I'm gonna go, I watch American Super Bowl usually while I'm sleepwalking. Yeah, it's so late for the UK. It finishes at something like 4 o'clock in the morning for the UK, or that's when I end up going to bed anyway. I'm just gonna check my cookies, I'll be right back. Oh no, they're flown together. So, the baking paper, has blown up in my air fryer, and it's pushed some of the cookies into the other cookies. So some of them are fine and some of them aren't, but they need a little bit longer. So they've had 6 minutes. I'm going to do another like 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, I need some oven gloves as well. I need some sort of oven gloves, otherwise I'm going to burn myself. There we go. I've got my little puppet mitts. So this is what's happened to my cookies. So what happened in the air fryer is this blew up and it pushed the cookies that were here into these cookies. But the other ones down the front are absolutely fine. You can see they're all puffed up now. They're gonna flatten. And I'm actually not gonna do them for any longer, because if I do, the front ones will be overbaked. So we're gonna have some slightly underbaked ones at the back, and we're gonna have some this one's slightly overbaked. This is the only problem with the air fryer, is that these aren't very even, but I say that, when I cook them in the oven, they're not that even either. So unless you've got a really great oven, I think it's hard to get an even bake. Like even with my brownies and stuff, I tend to turn them around because one side always cooks a little bit faster, but I'm gonna leave these to cool a little bit. I've actually got a lot of stuff on my table. If I clear it up, I'll have more room to do. They're empty. Let me put that there. That's cookie dough on the table. If I just take those off and leave them to cool at the side. There we go. I'm really excited to try these now. Like I can see one over there with a little fudge piece in, and then I'll get another piece of baking paper and I'll do another round of cookies. Hopefully I can try and secure the paper down this time so it doesn't blow up and push the cookies. Air dryer, the hair dryers of food, they actually are, aren't they? So this one actually isn't too bad. So I had an air fryer at first that was a really small one, and it was like a basket one. So this one obviously has these like drawers in it, so it's basically like a mini oven. But the one I had before, I did like pizza toast. So I put some pizza toast in and it had little bits of pepperoni on the top. And I opened it and literally all the pepperoni had blown off the pizza toast, and it must have just been like circling around in the air fryer, just like a little hurricane in there. It was crazy. You always write quantities in grams. Can you write them in cups? Can you write them in cups because I don't have a scale? Yeah, so I work in grams because obviously I'm from the UK and that's what we work in, and that's what most of the world uses as well. But in America, obviously you guys use cups. There's one reason I don't use cups, and that's because they're a lot less accurate. But I can use cups, it just means that I need to do a conversion. So I'll need to write down what I did and then convert it to cups. So like using Google. I could potentially could measure it as I go because I do have cups. But yeah, it's just like another thing that Bernie needs to do. No, I'm joking. That was just a joke. I won't force Bernie to do everything. Just made the cosmic brownies. Did you enjoy them? The cosmic brownies I think are delicious. Like they're super chocolatey. Just figured out how to do these. I'm just gonna lay that over. Or you can convert it yourself using Google. You can convert it yourself using Google. I mean, that's all that I would do, is just literally convert it using Google. I do have a website called Fitwaffle Kitchen, which has my recipes on, but it doesn't have a lot of my recipes on, just because I literally just haven't had time to put them all on there yet. But I'm pretty sure that has like a plugin that converts it for you. And as far as I know, it's pretty accurate. I'm not sure if the function is working at the moment, because I thought it was and Bernie told me it wasn't. So I don't 100% know if that's working at the moment, but if not, I'll figure out why and I'll try and fix it. Because some of the recipes are on there, and then once the website is up and running, like properly, then I'll be able to just like point you guys there instead, so then it can have an easy conversion tool that's really easy to do. Because as much as I like to do things myself, unfortunately I just don't have all the time in the world. Right, so I'm gonna do about sort of 12, what was that, 12, 13. I'm gonna roll them into 11 to 13 gram balls. So I would say, what would these be if this was, we're working without scales? Probably the size of a, what would you say this is the size of? Like a large marble or a very large grape? Oh my gosh, you guys, I had some blueberries the other day that were this size. They were huge. Like, I don't know where they were from, because usually on the packet it tells you where they're from. But yeah, I can't remember where these ones are from. They were absolutely ginormous. That's 12 grams. Put that on there. So I'm just going to do one more batch of rolling these. 12, good. I'm getting good at my guessing guessing the weight here. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Yeah, I'm going to do one more batch of these, put them in the air fryer, see if I can get some slightly better results than this, and then I'm going to chill the rest of it in the refrigerator. 10, bit like that one. We'll give them an extra chocolate chip. The end of a lollipop. There you go. That's probably a good measurement for them. But like I said at the beginning, like you can do any size you want. Obviously not too big, but you can pretty much do any size you want. But the bigger the cookies are, the longer they're going to take to bake. So these took 6 minutes at 160 degrees C. But if they were bigger, they're probably going to take more like 8 to 9 minutes. But the thing with cookies is you just don't want to overbake them, especially these soft and chewy ones, because otherwise you'll just end up with a real like hard, crunchy cookie, and you won't get that soft middle. So you sort of saw mine when they came out, and they looked underdone, like especially the back ones. But now they've chilled, like especially the front ones, they are perfect. And I think if I did them any more, those front ones especially, then they would be overdone. So it's sort of like you just have to trust the process. There we go. So I've got 9 cookies on here. I have a feeling they might blow around a little bit again, but how hot is this? Not good, not bad. I'm gonna go put these, my little cookie dough balls, in the air fryer again, and I'll be right back. So I've kind of managed to stick the baking paper like right underneath the air fryer rack this time. So I'm hoping it doesn't blow around. And then I'm gonna put this in the fridge in a bit. And you just, if you put it in the fridge, just wrap it with cling film. What do you guys call it in America? What do you guys call something wrap? Plastic wrap? Do you call it plastic wrap? So cling film, plastic wrap over the top, and that's just to make sure no moisture gets in or nothing goes in it. I think Fitwaffle likes to vanish off the radar. I am putting stuff in the air fryer. I'm not just like, oh guys, I need a break, bye. Shall I taste one of these? These ones that are stuck together are actually really cute. So this one looks the most done. This one probably looks the least done. Oh, I'm almost, oh my gosh, it's so nice and gooey. Oh my god, it looks so good. Let me show you this one. Oh, that one's broken. It's because I'm just trying to pick them up whilst they're still warm. Oh no, hang on. I need a scraper because they're still so hot, they're not coming off properly. There we go, there we go. Oh, yummy. Let me show you it. Look! The little cookie. Should we break him? Try and, hang on. I'm trying not to get my face in it because it will focus on my face. Do a little cookie break. Oh my gosh, yum. So like really soft and thin and chewy. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So, because these are still warm, they're still really soft and gooey in the middle. Once they fully set, they will not be so gooey or soft. They'll still be soft, but they won't be like, they won't have the gooey like cookie dough texture to them. Oh my gosh, so good. They're actually amazing. Rate it out of 10. 10 out of 10. I wanna try one that had a fudge bit in, because I don't think I've got any fudge bits in there at that point. This one definitely has a fudge bit in. I can see it. Let me taste it with a little fudge bit in. Mmm. The fudge bit. Oh, the fudge tastes so good. You know what would taste amazing? White chocolate fudge. I think that would be so good. What do you prefer more? Lotus or Nutella? Probably right now, Nutella. I went off Lotus a little bit. Only because I think I had it so much. There was a point where I would actually have like Lotus on my yogurt. Like I would have Lotus Biscoff spread on my yogurt. And I think maybe, yeah, I just had a bit too much of it. Which book is this recipe in? Number 1, Bacon It Easy, this one. Is there fudge instead of chocolate chips? There's fudge as well as chocolate chips. Bernie, Noodles wants your evaluation. When's the next time you're going live? Probably next Saturday. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything next Saturday. But yeah, probably next Saturday. Which one do you think I should give Bernie? This one's a good looking one. Oh yeah, and he came off nicely. Oh, this one is perfect. This one can be Bernie's. This one, I kind of want this one. Oh, this one's actually a bit underdone. He's a bit gooey still, but oh, yum. Oh my god. The slightly underdone ones are just amazing. I'm still waiting, Noodles. Oh, am I supposed to be bringing it to you? Okay, hang on. I'm going to bring Bernie this cookie. I'll be right back. Would you give it out of 10? You going to type that? I gave Bernie his cookie and we have the nod of approval. So I think he's typing back right now. You should do a live stream for your birthday. My birthday is actually on a Saturday. Here we go, flies off and returns back once again. Gooey is the best. Agreed, Harry. Totally agree. Mine are a bit underdone, but I'm hungry, so we're going with it. Go for it, Fudge. A 9.7 out of 10. I'll take it. Bernie, what can I do to make them better? Yeah, what? That's what I'm saying. Why not a 10, Bernie? Where did I lose a 0.3? This one looks good too. Should I give... They only get a 10 if I make them. Excuse me. Let me go give Bernie another one. What other one looks good? This one. Oh, that's the one that's stuck to the bottom. This one that looks half eaten. I'm going to give him this one. I'm going to go get the rest of my cookies out of the air fryer and give Bernie this cookie. So I'm going to do my disappearing act again. Be right back. Here you go, have a half-eaten one. Oh, I just flushed it. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Yeah? Okay, these ones didn't. Hang on, let me show you properly. I managed to keep the paper down. So we've got a really good looking batch of cookies. So you see what they look like here. They're all puffy and they look underdone. And you can see that they're a little bit uneven as well. We're gonna leave them for a couple of minutes and they're literally gonna sink down and then they'll end up looking like these ones. So they'll end up with those, with that like more crinkly texture, like this one. So they're going to sink down and they're going to go all nice and crinkly like that. So good. What's the time? on time there. Kind of new here, who's Bernie? He's my husband. He's just in the other room. So he's the one typing as Fitwaffle because I have 2 accounts. So he is moderating and chatting to you guys and will post things, or if I'm not listening, he'll tell me to listen, or looking, I should say. Do you prefer them hot or cold? Probably hot. Not like proper hot, not super hot, but warm, I would say. I like them to be semi-warm. Bernie, aka the boss. Bernie wishes. She never listens, right, chat? I try my best. Sometimes chat goes really fast, and sometimes I'm in the middle of something and I'm trying to concentrate and use my brain, and if I look at chat, as you guys know, I can get put off really quickly and go off on a tangent and then forget what I was talking about. Do you know what I mean? I love the Fitwaffle channel. I love your rating food bits. Thank you so much, Noodles. I'm quite new to those kind of videos, but I actually really enjoy them, and I really like editing them as well. So I try to put those on this channel because it's like just something a bit different. So I try and keep Fitwaffle Kitchen mostly just recipes, and then I try and keep Fitwaffle for like the other stuff, like the more travel stuff and the more vloggy stuff. So if people want to see that sort of stuff, then they can go to the Fitwaffle channel, and if they just want to see recipes, then they can go to the Fitwaffle Kitchen channel. But yeah, my birthday is on Tuesday. Can you wish me an early happy birthday? Yes, happy birthday for Tuesday. Bernie, aka Batman, aka Mr. Fitwaffle, aka Taste Tester, aka the boss. Exactly. I don't understand any other language except for Urdu and English. Well, that's better than me because I don't understand any other language except for English, and I feel almost like bad about that because so many people I know, like I remember when I went to Miami, I met up with 2 friends that I know from online. They both spoke 3 languages each. I think he spoke English, Spanish, Greek, and I can't remember, oh yeah, I think the girl I met spoke English, Spanish, and Italian. And I was like, I can literally only speak English. I tried to learn French and German. I actually studied French for years, and because I haven't practiced it, I now barely remember anything. Like, I know bonjour, I know je suis Eloise, I know j'habite à England. No, j'habite à Anglaise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I wrong again? Is 12 correct? But yeah, I know very, very little French, and obviously my accent's terrible. So yeah. Oh my lord, haha, stop. I love the blindfolded branded versus unbranded video. Thank you so much, Hammer, because that's actually one of my favourite videos I've ever done. And it's just so typical that video didn't do very well compared to some of my other videos. It might be the thumbnail, it might be that I just didn't start the video off right. You know, it can be a multitude of things as to why a video doesn't do very well. But it was so much fun to film, and I really, really enjoyed it. But because it didn't do that well, I was like, oh, like, should I make another one or not? So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad to know that some people enjoyed it. Hi, Evie. I'm gonna get you a new book for my birthday in June. Oh, I can't wait. No, I love that video. It's so fun. Thank you, Noodles. I actually have a really, really fun recipe coming out tomorrow, as long as I get it edited in time, because I still need to finish editing it. But it's coming out tomorrow on this channel, and it was so fun to film, and like the edit is so fun. So look out for it, because I'll try and do a premiere for it again, and I'll try and get it up as soon as possible so you guys can see it. But yeah, it's so much fun. So yeah, hopefully it'll be out tomorrow and you guys can watch it with me. How do you deal with hate? Because I've been getting a lot recently. I'm sorry you've been getting hate. I also get hate literally every single day. To be totally honest, you just have to ignore it. You know, like, as hard as that sounds, it's with social media, especially like the more views a video gets, the bigger you get, the more hate you're gonna get. So you have to just try and focus on the positive, because it's really, really easy to see 2 negative comments and like 100 positive comments, and just to focus on the 2 negative ones because they're the ones that got to you, if that makes sense, and just ignore all the other really positive comments that people have left because, you know, that one annoys you. So I think, like, for me, sometimes the easiest thing to do is just like block, restrict, ignore, you know, and unless I think that it's gonna help by responding to someone, which 9 times out of 10 it doesn't, you know, because this person, that they might not agree with you, for example, like, you're probably not going to change their mind. You know, if it's something that you've done in a recipe that they don't agree with, there's sort of no point in fighting with them because they're probably never going to agree with you. If it's a misunderstanding, sort of more than happy to explain or, you know, like, try and help them understand. But yeah, a lot of the time, some people just want to fight and they want to argue. So the best thing to do is ignore it, and also, like, talk to people about it. You know, like, if I've read something that's upset me, then I have Bernie to talk to, who can be like, you're being silly, or like, you know, in the nicest way possible, you're being silly sort of thing. Or, you know, just like talk about why it upset you, because there's always a reason why something upset you. You know, it might have been like really offended because that's not you, and that someone thinks that, you find it offensive, and then it's just breaking down sort of like why you feel that way. Anyway, I went on a real tangent there, so I'm really sorry about rambling on there, but I think it's important. I think it's important to talk about, you know, the hate and negativity that comes with being online, because unfortunately everyone gets it, you know, which is really sad, but it kind of is what it is. Like, when you're online, you sort of, you have to, I guess, develop thick skin, and you have to deal with it. I'm going to show you my cookies up close now that they're crinkled down. So when they came out, they were really puffy, and now they're fully cooked and they've sunk down. So I would say this one, oh yeah, we're still a bit hot at the bottom. I'm not going to take them off yet. They're a little bit stuck. So these need to cool for a little bit longer. Is there any tips on how to make a video to get a lot of views? I need it. I mean, there's so many ways a video can get a lot of views, especially, say, short form videos. So, you know, like the YouTube shorts or the short TikToks and stuff like that, because it's easier to capture someone's attention because it's very quick, it's very fast paced. So I would say that there's sort of that 2-3 second rule, where if someone comes across your video, they have to stop and they have to be interested in what you're doing. So if you're doing food, for example, then it needs to look really good. So someone goes, wow, and they stop and they watch the video for longer. So it has to be eye-catching to begin with. Or if it's YouTube related, then it needs a really good title and thumbnail, because also, if you don't have a good title and thumbnail, then nobody's clicking on it, unfortunately. So that's the first hurdle, is getting people to watch your video. Then it's getting them to stay on your video. So I mean, I'm no Mr. Beast, obviously, but when I've listened to stuff that Mr. Beast has said, you know, it's all about making sure the video is as interesting as possible. And if there's any lulls where people might get a bit bored or they might swipe off or something, then it's trying to get rid of those points. So you're always keeping the person like entertained, and you're trying to keep the person watching for as long as possible. So, you know, whether that's finding out what the end result is, or finding out what the entire recipe is, or, you know, for Mr. Beast videos, it will be finding out who the winner of his challenge is, that sort of thing, or like what happens in the end. So it's a lot of things, and I know that's a really general answer, but it really is just finding out like what works for you and your niche, and then just making sure you're ticking those boxes. But yeah, I hope that helps. Use Photoshop for thumbnails. I actually use PicMonkey mostly. I know my husband does like the cutouts, and I'm pretty sure he uses Photoshop for that. But I just use a site called PicMonkey because I find it really easy. So you just you pick the size that you want your thumbnail to be, and then you can make a coloured background. You can like stick out your cutout onto it. You can type text and everything. So yeah, really easy. Idea, do a live stream day before your birthday. I could potentially do that. That would be a Friday, wouldn't it? Eloise, you're amazing. I love your recipes and your personality. So I'm inspired to be like you. You're an amazing baker. Oh, thank you so much. Is it Ray or Rhea? Thank you so much, Rhea. I really appreciate it. Evie says, where did you get your apron? It's really nice. It's from Amazon. It wasn't expensive. I think it was about £15. But yeah, I saw it and I thought it was really cute. It's got these like little frilly bits on it as well. I love your recipes. Thank you, Noor. I love your kitchen. Bernie the goat. Yeah, Bernie is the goat. Bernie's great. That's very cheap, to be honest. It is. And like, you know, I think for me, because I'm only sort of like working at home, I don't really need anything that's super like kitchen. You know, like in a professional kitchen, they have aprons that have like all the pockets and all the functions, and it needs to be like really suited to them because it needs to be really comfortable. I'm just like, I just want something cute. Nutella cookies left? Yes, I can do that. Hey, I've been subscribed to you for a few years. What do you prefer, sweet or savoury? Thank you for being subscribed for a few years. I'm a sweet person. I do like savoury food, obviously, but yeah, I'm mostly sweet. Ever thought of starting your own bakery? You'd be amazing at it, and I'll come work at one of your locations. That would be so cool. You know what? I have thought about it. I've thought, because when I've been to really cool bakeries, mostly in America, I've been, I would say, inspired by some of the cool bakeries that they have out there. I thought, oh, this would be really cool to like open my own place one day. I think the only problem that I have with it is I don't think I'd actually want to work in a restaurant environment. Like, I'd want to maybe set it up and come up with the dessert ideas and sort of design it and everything, but I wouldn't actually want to work in it. I feel like it would be so stressful. Like, I've worked in a cafe before and it's just so stressful, and I don't want that life. So potentially, but I would definitely need people to like work in there and run it for me, rather than me like running around like a crazy person running my own restaurant kind of thing. I'd need a restaurant manager. So if anyone knows any restaurant managers out there, a cute food truck would be fun to attend one-off events. That would be cool. Because then it's only sort of like a 1 or 2 day thing, isn't it? Rather than a whole restaurant that you have to look after 24/7. Hang on, I missed one. Out of all the people that I'm subscribed to, you stand above them all. Love your videos. Keep posting. Thank you so much, Metal Shark Art. I almost got that name wrong. That's a great name. I really, really appreciate it. That's so cool. Thank you. You should definitely make some merch. I would buy it. I would love to do some merch, Evie. I think like a cute little apron or something would be something I'd like to do, and maybe some like stuff like this, because I feel like, I mean, it even matches the apron, doesn't it? But you know, something like this that people could actually use, I feel like would be great. You know, even if it had like a little bit of branding down here or like a really cute pattern on. I also have some ones that are like sprinkle. So these ones have like sprinkles on. Can you see that? There you go. So yeah, they have sprinkles on. So something like that would be pretty cool. And they've lasted me forever. So I think something like that would be amazing. What will be the recipe for the next live? I don't know. What would you guys like me to do for the next live? Would you like me to do another recipe, or would you like me to do something else? If so, what recipe? What time is it there? It is 8:03. Do you deliver these? Unfortunately not, no. I just make recipes. What's your favourite fruit to put on dessert, and do you like cake or cookies more? Oh, that's difficult. That's a difficult one. Cake or cookies is difficult because especially now I've got cookies in front of me, I'm like, cookies are the best thing in the world, but I love a good cake. I might say cake because I think I'm being swayed by the cookies in front of me. What's your favourite fruit to put on a dessert? I love raspberries in a dessert. Like in cookies, in cheesecakes, I like the tartness of the raspberries. Strawberries are also great. Cherry, I like cherry, but I don't really like any fruit with chocolate. I would have to go more the vanilla white chocolate route rather than, so you know Black Forest Gatto cake is cherries and chocolate. I'm not a fan. And raspberries and brownies, also not a fan. Raspberries and blondies, I'm there. Hot chocolate cookies, that sounds great. Fitwaffle microwave safe mugs. Oh, I like that. That are made for one mini mug cake. That would be so cool. I love that idea. Do you have any hobbies aside from baking? Noodles, I like the gym. As sad as that sounds, that is probably one of my other main hobbies. I try and go to the gym sort of 4 to 5 times a week at the moment. Make your suggestions. Black Forest is so good. Yeah, Bernie likes Black Forest. What did you say was an amazing idea? Nutella ice cream cake. Oh, yes. Cranberries and fudge is good. That sounds nice. Banana bread. Nutella ice cream cake. Yeah, I said that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, banana bread, amazing. Do you live in a house or an apartment? I live in an apartment. Can you make a gender reveal? My mum's pregnant with a girl. Oh my gosh, congratulations to your mum. What sort of gender reveal could I do? I'd have to brainstorm because I've never done a gender reveal before. What's your favourite pancake topping? Is it pancake day soon? I know, Evie, I actually love pancake day. I love pancakes. So I have some cinnamon roll pancakes, like a recipe for cinnamon roll pancakes. Where's my glass of water? Here. That are so delicious, like with cream cheese frosting, like piped over the top. They're amazing. I actually really like, I'm quite basic with pancakes. Like I do just quite like syrup. I also like a berry compote, if that makes sense, or like a berry sort of sauce. So you know when blueberries are sort of in a syrup, or like a raspberry, it's like strawberry syrupy kind of thing. I like that sort of stuff. I'm trying to think, what else do I like on pancakes? I actually like peanut butter on pancakes. I do like Nutella, but I find sometimes Nutella and pancakes can be quite sticky if there's nothing in there to break it up. Like strawberries goes well, but yeah, for some reason I like peanut butter and like honey with some sort of berry. Oh, that just sounds incredible to me. Imagine just seeing cookies on a table and them not landing in your mouth. Cough, cough. Okay, I'll give Bernie this tray. I'll have these, the ones that are stuck. I'll go give this tray to Bernie because I take it that was a hint that you wanted these cookies. I need something to go underneath it. My little spatula. Oh, hang on. We'll use this. We use this mini thing. Bernie's just stood at the edge of the kitchen, just here to collect his cookies. I'm doing you a favour right now. I'm getting under these cookies for you so that when they pull off, they're not all going to break. So just be patient, okay? He's just standing there staring at me. Bernie, come on camera. Come on camera. He's like, no. Oh, this one's really got stuck. I think that one's I'll help you out with that one. There you go. It's not hot anymore. Take it. Leave. He's happy now. He's just gone out with a whole batch of cookies. Oh no, this one's really stuck to the bottom. There we go. I was gonna say I might try and leave these for after my dinner, but they're so good. Yummy chat. Pancakes or waffles? So usually I'd say pancakes, but I have had some really great waffles. The problem I find with waffles, they can get quite hard. Like if you overcook a waffle, they can go quite crispy rather than soft and fluffy and bendy. We got a hand reveal, guys. We got a hand reveal. Can you give us one too? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Open wide, chat. Yummy. Oh no, this one's falling apart. I'm eating your cookie for you. Delicious. I got a fudge piece. No, you didn't see my hand. Apparently they did. Did she just eat one of my cookies? I mean, we do have more cookie dough there that we can just make more cookies. Got crumbs in my mouth. Oh yes, we did. Do you like cookie dough or Nutella better? Probably cookie dough. So good. Biscuit and banana is the best combo ever on a pancake. You should try it. Evie, that sounds great. That does actually sound really good. Brownie cookies. That's also a great idea. You know what? Adding these fudge pieces, adding the fudge pieces was such a good idea. There really aren't many left. Oh yeah, but they are 1 bite cookies. They are very tiny cookies. They are literally 4 of those is the size of 1 regular cookie. So technically you can have 4 cookies and it's only 1 cookie. So I'm here for that logic. Microwave cookie is the best. I've made it a million times. I'm so glad you like it. Can you make an ice cream cake next time? I can. I've made an Oreo ice cream cake that was delicious. I've also made a Biscoff ice cream cake. So we could do something different. The only thing, s'mores cheesecake is a great idea. The only thing with making an ice cream cake is I'll have to freeze it for a good few hours, so we won't get the end result. But doesn't matter necessarily. We could still do just like the making of it. That's fine. Can you eat all these cookies? I assumed you were gonna eat all the cookies, so yeah. Something easy, please. I'm very bad at baking. Okay, that's fine. We can do something easy. Buzz. What are you buzzing? Mint chocolate chip, anything? Bernie also likes mint chocolate chip. Don't you, Bernie? Nutella should sponsor you. You know what? Quite a few people have said this. Nutella should sponsor you. That would be great. I would get free Nutella. Do you like brownies? I love brownies. We need a s'mores cheesecake recipe. So I actually do have a s'mores cheesecake recipe. I put mini marshmallows on the top and I toasted them with a blowtorch. But the problem is not many people have a blowtorch in their kitchen. So I want to do it in a way that most people can make it, because if I use a blowtorch, then a lot of people won't be able to do the actual torching of the marshmallows. So maybe I'll try and figure out another way to do a s'mores cheesecake. Next batch, please. I'm not making you another batch of cookies right now. You can have another batch tomorrow. Have you done anything Snickers Twix yet? Yes, I have. So I've done quite a few Snickers and Twix stuff actually. So I've got Snickers cheesecake. I've got Snickers like caramel biscuit bars, which are delicious. What else have I done with Snickers? I can't really remember off the top of my head. Twix wise, I've done quite a lot of Twix stuff. What have I done that's Twix? Twix cheesecake. I've done a couple of Twix cheesecakes actually that are really good. If I do say so myself. What else? Twix no bake slice I've done. Twix fudge I've done that's also delicious. What else have I done that's Twix? I know I've done lots of Twix stuff, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I did make Twix biscuits. Oh yes, Twix biscuits. So they didn't actually use Twix, but they were themed Twix. So they had the shortbread base, then they had the caramel, and then they had the chocolate on the top as well. Cook a cookie in a pan. Do you mean like a skillet? You know, like a skillet cookie, like a pizookie kind of thing? Because that would be great. I'm making brownies now. Do you have any tips? I have lots of tips for brownies. So when making brownies, when you put the eggs in, use an electric hand mixer to whisk the eggs or the entire mixture until it's... Thank you, Bernie. This is what I'm left with. Thank you, Bernie. Brilliant. I have one cookie now. That's fine. That's fine. Bernie ate all of the cookies, which is technically only 2.25 cookies in regular cookie sizes. There's a place in Orlando called Gideon's Bakehouse, I'm pretty sure it's called, and I'm pretty sure their cookies are half-pound cookies, which is absolutely huge. I can't remember what that is in grams. Let me work out what it is in grams so I can compare it to these. Does anyone know what half a pound is in grams? Is it half a pound? Half pounds in grams. 226 grams, which is huge. Like when I did, so let me show you what that is in cookie dough. It's more than that. Oh my gosh, it's more than that. 200 and, what did I say? 226. 226, so that's a bit too much. So it's this. So their cookies are generally this big. Like, it's so much cookie dough. Their cookies are this big. And then if you think about it, when they cook, they'll be like a bit more squished and flat. Like, they are absolutely huge. That is literally 20, about 20 of these. Crazy. But delicious. They're quite famous in Orlando. They're also in Disneyland. That's why they're famous. They're in Disneyland in Orlando. Yeah, they're very nice. That's huge. Yeah, it's so huge. That's a cookie from the gods. It's amazing. Like, it's really salty and it's just packed with chocolate chips, but I mean, me and Bernie got through, I think, one in like 2 days. It's just a lot of cookie. Disneyland has the craziest desserts. They do, don't they? If you go to Disney World, Gideon's will be your fave thing. Yeah, it is very good. So when we went to Disney Springs not too long ago, we were going to get a Gideon's Bakehouse cookie, but the queue was literally like, it must have been 50 people long. And they were kicking us out the park, so I think it was closing time, or it was just late and we needed to leave or something. And yeah, the queue was so long, I was like, we can't wait in it. What's your favourite recipe you've ever made? Probably the cinnamon apple cake. It's in my first book, this one. And it's just so moist and it just has like juicy apples in it and a sweet glaze on top, and it's just incredible. It's definitely one of my favourites. Can you make easy thin mince recipe? Oh, so do we have thin mince in the UK? Are they a bit like after eights? Do we have thin mince? I'm trying to think. I'm going to Florida soon. Did you go on the Velocicoaster at university? If you did you like it? I'm pretty scared for it. I don't think I went on it. Is that a dinosaur ride? Is it in the Jurassic Park world? Because There's some that had huge queues that I didn't go on. The Hulk ride I went on, I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was pretty fast. The one that I love the most, and what I'd really, really recommend when you go to Florida, in Universal Studios, I'm trying to think, Island of Adventure is the side it's on because it's split into two. There's a Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride, and it's usually got less of a queue than the Hagrid's ride does, and it's so, so good. Like, it's a simulator, so you sit in your roller coaster seat sort of thing, but it's not a roller coaster like you go on a track and it's loop-the-loop and stuff. You kind of get taken through a journey, which is it's all enclosed, it's like all inside, and you feel like you're on a broomstick and you're being chased, and then you're chasing something and you feel like you're gonna hit stuff but you're not, and it's not scary, it's just really cool and like exhilarating. And I would say that is my favourite ride, one of my favourite rides I've ever been on. So I would definitely recommend trying Harry Potter The Forbidden Journey if any of you go to Universal Studios in Orlando. I think it's amazing. Bacon Easy is my favourite cookbook. Thank you, Rhea. She will reveal Bernie. You're a wizard, Eloise. Yeah. She will. I mean, if Bernie would want to come on, then I would reveal Bernie, but Bernie doesn't want to come on camera, unfortunately, guys. You're the reason I made my dad's birthday cake and he loved it. I'm so glad he liked it. What flavour birthday cake did you make him? I'm a scaredy cat for roller coasters. You know what? I think as I've got older, I've got more scared of roller coasters because you hear these horror stories about them and then I'm like, maybe it's not worth it. I'll stick to the safe ones. I've made my grandma a fan of yours after buying her your cookbook for Christmas a few years back. She now tells all her oldie friends about you. That's amazing. I actually love it when I know that I've got people from like all different age groups following me, because sometimes, especially on Instagram, because that's where most people will message me, I get someone that's like, oh, I am 70 years old and I bake with my grandkids, and I'm like, that's just so cool. Yeah, I just really love it. So thank you so much. I'm so glad she likes the recipes. Chocolate fingers recipe, yes. So I've done a chocolate fingers cheesecake. I've done a white chocolate fingers cheesecake and a milk chocolate fingers cheesecake. I don't think I've done anything else with chocolate fingers actually, but I could definitely do some more. I'm 12 years old and following your recipes. It's so crazy. Oh, there's literally like so many age groups. It's crazy. What will you do when you get to 10 million subscribers? You know what, that's a good thing to say when I get there, because I was about to say if I get there, but that's not very positive, is it? That's not a very positive mental attitude. I need to say when I get there. Maybe I'll throw a party, like a big party, or maybe I'll do like some crazy meet and greet. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. Could you do a thing where you create fans' family recipes? Yeah, that would be great. That would be fun. Fitwaffle, you must be 999 years old. He is. Diamond play button. Yeah, I would get a diamond play button. That would be cool. Which of your recipes do you often remake? Cookies. So these cookies I make frequently. What else? The brownie recipes, so like brownies just in general, I tend to remake. I need to make more cakes, just like cakes in general, because Bernie loves cakes and it's something that I don't make as much of, so I feel like potentially I should make a few more cakes. But yeah, I'm not sure other than that. Oh, you speak and sell them? Did you really? That's cool. You've been here long enough to know she talks forever. I do, I'm so sorry. Can you show us your bronze play button? Yeah, I'll go get it for you guys. Look, oh, there's you guys. Look, that's chat. in the reflection. So yeah, there you go. Presented to Fitwaffle Kitchen for passing 1 million subscribers. It's actually huge. Like, look how big it is compared to my body. It's really big, isn't it? But yeah, very cool. Where should I put it? Let me just put it here for a sec. I'm just worried if I try and prop it upright, it's just gonna like fall down and break something. So, is that gold? Yeah, that's the gold play button. Oh, it's not bronze, it's gold. It's kind of a bronzy colour. But yeah, gold. And then, do they do a bronze one? I've got a silver one as well, which is smaller, and that was for passing 100,000. And then yeah, this one is for passing 1 million, which is cool. Is there a bronze? I don't think there is a bronze, no. Hi from Naples, Italy. Oh, I'm jealous. I would love to go to Naples in Italy. Silver, gold, and diamond. Yeah, that's it. I recently made an Oreo ice cream cake. My brother made a chocolate ice cream cake with cream cheese icing and mint fudge for my birthday. Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Is that actually a red? Diamond for 10 million and then red for 100 million. Is there actually a red for 100 million? I didn't even know that, if you're not lying. I'm talking to my husband, by the way. I wouldn't accuse any of you of lying, just my husband. Mr. B's got one. Well, there you go. I have to have a look, because I don't think I've seen it before. Red is not offered by YouTube, though. Is it not? Is it not an official YouTube thing? Someone made it for him. Your background is so aesthetic. Thank you. I try my best. There is one for 30 million? Is there? Bernie's like, oh, I got it wrong. No, for 10 million subscribers, we get a Bernie reveal. Yeah, no one cares about the play buttons at this point. We don't care about seeing a diamond play button. We want to see Bernie. They want to see you. I'm from Brazil. I love you. Thank you so much. Is it Felipe or Felipe? Yeah, at 10 million, we're going to get a Bernie reveal. I'll force him to agree to it. I think it's a custom one for the theme of what your channel is about. That's interesting. That would be cool. I feel so popular right now. Bernie, you are so popular. How messy does your baking space get? Because after I bake, next thing you know, I have millions of tangles and my mum goes crazy. I am exactly the same. Like, right here, I've got like quite a bit of clearing up to do. It won't take long, but like, you know, I've got an egg out, I've got baking paper that needs to be gotten rid of, I've got like dirty bowls, dirty whisks. I'm gonna need to clean my scales because I've got cookie dough on it. These all need to be put away. I'm gonna need to chuck everything else in the dishwasher. Like, there's definitely some clearing up to do. I mean, cookies aren't that bad because they're not that messy. If you're ever working with pastry or stuff that needs to be rolled out, oh my gosh. Like the cleaning that you have to do after that, because there's just flour everywhere. But cookies, not too bad. They can't see the mess. You can see the mess, but you can't see the other mess. Over there it gets worse. And we all know who actually cleans up. I don't know what you're talking about, Bernie. And the dishwasher afterwards, yeah. Video series idea. Every Friday you make a foreign dish you have never made before and maybe you call it Foreign Friday. That is a good idea, Sarah. I like that. I need that toaster. It's nice, isn't it? The Smeg one. It's actually huge as well. I need to use it properly because it's new. I'm kind of like scared to use it in case I ruin it. I'm also the dishwasher man. Yeah, Bernie's pretty good. I need to go to Specsavers to see the other mess. No, even at Specsavers, I'm not showing you the rest of the mess. I refuse. Where is your favourite place that you've been travelling to and what would be good for... Oh, that would be good for thrill seekers. Oh, what would be good for thrill seekers? I mean, I guess if you like roller coasters, then somewhere like Orlando would be great. I'm trying to think if I've actually been anywhere else that would be good for like thrill seekers. Because I guess anywhere that you go, you could probably find something that was good for thrill seekers. I think in California, obviously California's huge. Like there'll be all different sorts of stuff to do there. You know what, thrill seeking I don't actually know off the top of my head. I can really only think of like the theme parks, like places like Orlando, Tampa, like Busch Gardens, that sort of stuff. What else? One of my favourite places I've been to, I love Key West, at the end of the Florida Keys. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's one of my favourite locations. Definitely not very good for thrill seekers though. Unless you want to go extreme fishing. I did get my hand bitten by a tarpon when I was there, so that's kind of thrilling. Luckily the scar went away, but I genuinely had a graze on my wedding day because I got bit by a giant fish. Literally 2 days before my wedding, or like 3 days or something before my wedding. Driving down the Keys, there's a place where you can feed the tarpons. So they give you a bucket of dead fish that is their fish food, and you basically like hang the fish over the water, and then the tarpon come up to get it like out of your hand. The water was a bit murky on top, and the fish basically, I had my hand like this with the fish, so pretend the fish is here. The tarpon came up, missed the fish. I must have had my finger out like this, basically grabbed my finger, and the inside of their mouth, they don't have teeth, but the inside of their mouth is like sandpaper. So he gripped, and then as he was trying to let go, it basically like pulled down on my hand, and I had a big like graze all down my hand that really rose up. I was going to post it on social media, but there was quite a lot of blood. And I thought, I don't think most social media platforms like me posting blood and grazes and stuff. So maybe I just won't. But yeah, it wasn't like gory or anything. It was just like a big graze all down my hand. And then yeah, on my wedding day, it had sort of like grazed over. So you could see it on my hands the entire day. But yeah, funny story. It did hurt. It did hurt when I actually did it. It's because, you know, when you fall over, it just takes the first layer of skin off kind of thing. It's just sore for like a few hours until it heals. Like to touch, it wasn't very nice and everything. But when it started to heal, it was really weird because it was like someone had rubbed over my hand with like sandpaper or like a little razor or something. Like it was quite a funny texture, and then yeah, it just sort of dried and started to sort of like flake off, and then it was just a red patch, and then eventually it went away. But because it went all over my hand, it grazed like the inside and the outside. So it was quite interesting really. But yeah, that's the story of how I got bitten by a fish. It was freak happening, it only happens to Eloise. Yeah, I don't know many people that have got bitten by a tarpon. I've been there a few times and seen a lot of people feed the fish, and no one I know has got bitten by one. You should definitely make a dessert with the bee spars. I actually have. I think it's on YouTube, you know? I can't remember. Oh yeah, 2 days before that I fell over at a food festival and grazed my knee, I did. I was wearing some big, like, wide leg trousers, and I was gonna give my friend her phone back. I basically turned really quickly. I don't know what happened, but I guess the wind might have caught my trousers or something. Went to step forward, got my leg caught in my trouser, literally fell flat on my face with my friend's phone. I was a bit worried about my friend's phone, to be honest. I didn't want to break it. So yeah, I fell literally flat on my face, grazed all up my knees, that hurt as well, grazed my hands as well already, or was it my arm, or I can't even remember how I fell. It was literally on gravel in the middle of a food festival. I was just like laying on the floor. And it felt like everyone turned around to look at me, because on gravel it makes quite a loud noise because it goes like shh, because all the stones move. And I just remember like someone running over to me, like a man, random man, don't know where he came from, And I just sort of turned over like a bit dazed, like a bit in shock, and he was just like, "Are you okay?" And just like pulls me off the ground, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thank you." I was just like in shock. And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, where's Bernie? Where's my friends?" Who saw me? But like, I wasn't that embarrassed at the time, but I think I was just more in shock than anything else. But yeah, that was a few days before my wedding as well. I mean, that trip was just a roller coaster, to be honest. Oh dear. She isn't clumsy at all, guys. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. My sister's actually worse. Like, when we were younger, me and my sister, I mean, we were the type of kids that would just sort of be like up for anything. You know, like rolling around in dirt, climbing trees, like jumping off things, like gymnastics and everything, making up our own like stupid dance routines at home, like all of that. Just running around like crazy kids. And I was actually quite lucky. I managed to escape like most injuries. I'm just touching wood, just, you know, so it's not bad karma for myself. But yeah, my sister would end up in hospital so much. Like, I didn't even know how. Like, at gymnastics, she broke her leg once, but that's gymnastics. Like, it's a little bit different. But yeah, like, she fell down a tree once and like scraped her belly. Like, she fell off her bike multiple times. She did a handstand in the swimming pool and cut her chin open. Like, the amount of times my sister has hurt herself and ended up going to hospital, I just don't even know. They still do gymnastics in the lounge when they're together. I do, yeah. I do like handstands and stuff. I'm not that great at handstands. My sister's a lot better at handstands. But yeah, we do like little gymnastic stuff together. And I'm not almost 40, Bernie. Excuse me. And my sister's younger than me. Sounds like my sister will do. Is she a younger sister? I feel like, is it a younger sister thing? 'Cause I'm the older sister by 2 years. The lies and deception, Bernie. I know, Noodles. Typo 50. Shh. I'm not 50 just yet. Like, give me another 20 years, okay? It's okay, Bernie is 999. He is. Wow, the disrespect. I know, Noodles. I know. What was your favourite food at the wedding? Okay, there was some coconut shrimp with this amazing like pineapple salsa kind of like sweet sauce. And I know it sounds quite basic, but it was just so good. And then we had this really pretty cheese board, and I'm not usually a cheese board person, but it had these like sweet like fig jams with it, and you know, just like going up and picking and like dipping stuff in the sauces and stuff. It was kind of, so the lunch that we had, oh, and the wedding cake, of course, but yeah, we sort of had like a more of a picky lunch, and it was just amazing. Like, everything was amazing. I'm vegetarian but love coconut. Coconut's vegetarian, right? Of course, yeah. I'm not being silly. Coconut is definitely vegetarian. I'm like, is there a reason why vegetarians don't eat coconut? I like coconut. Yeah, I usually like coconut. I'm just reading the chat. Who are you subscribed to on YouTube? Oh, who am I subscribed to on YouTube? Without actually looking at my phone, I actually don't know. I mean, people that I watch quite a lot of the Sidemen. Like, every time they put out a video, I'll watch that. I watch Beta Squad as well. Who else do I watch? I watch some like girly channels. So like, I watch Molly May's channel. Who else do I watch? I watch a girl called Claudia Walsh, who is American. I watch her channel. But yeah, just my YouTube is random. There's a podcast I really like called Colin and Samir, and they a lot of time interview other YouTubers. And yeah, it's mostly other YouTubers. So they like interviewed Emma Chamberlain recently, and that was really good. So if you're interested in learning about YouTube, then their podcast is really good. But yeah. She watches the Sidemen all the time. I do. I'm like semi-obsessed. I watch it in the gym. So if I'm ever on the treadmill, I like to entertain myself by watching an entertaining YouTube video. So usually it'll be the Sidemen or the Beast Squad. I love Colin and Samir. They're great, aren't they? Also, I never really watched who is it? Rhett and Link that much before, who do Good Mythical Morning. But I really like their stuff as well. I think that's really cool. You should make a YouTube short on how to make a cheese ball. What sort of cheese ball? Is that sort of the cheese ball where you like dip your chips into it? I can't believe the live is still on. I know, I've been going for a long time. I did not realise the time. I should probably make myself some dinner. Because by the time I put the oven on, it's going to be gone 9 o'clock and I've still got a YouTube video to edit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think I'm going to have to go. It's been so fun. This is your longest ever. Ah, yay us. It's actually been so much fun. Okay, I think we ate cookies. We've already had dessert. We've got one final cookie left, which we can share. But yeah, we need to cook a proper dinner, so we don't just have cookies for dinner. And then I need to edit this YouTube video so I can share the YouTube video with you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I'm hoping I get enough time to edit it, to be honest. But yeah, so flip a coin for the final cookie. Yeah, fine. End the live stream with a bang. What sort of bang? That doesn't sound very very sensible. What are you having for dinner? I'm having meatballs. Meatballs for dinner. I'm excited for it. I love meatballs. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and I'm gonna finish editing. Who should have the last cookie, Bernie or Eloise? I feel like they're gonna. I'm getting the votes. Oh no, I'm going down. Guys, vote for me. Let me have the last cookie. Bernie ate an entire tray of cookies to himself. And I even gave him some more of mine. So technically this cookie is mine. Come on guys, let me, how long are you gonna let this go on for? I love your channel. Thank you, Queen of Cats. Team Bernie, no, Sarah, no. Fudge and Friends, I voted for you. Thank you, Fudge and Friends, I appreciate you. You have your cookie. Yeah, I should have my cookie. No, stop. I thought this was dessert. It is dessert. Okay, Bernie, I think you should end the poll there whilst I'm still winning. Team Eloise, yay! Yeah, Noodles said let me have it. Sassy Bear said let's go, Eloise. Oh, no, keep me above 50%, guys. No! Oh no, we're at 50-50. Don't let Bernie win, because as soon as he wins, he's going to end the poll. Bernie, end the poll. No! No! I'm not letting him have it. Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, we should do rock, paper, scissors. I love your videos so much. Thank you for making me a better baker. Thank you. It failed, I know. Right, everyone that voted Bernie, you're now banned. That's it. Not welcome back now. I'm joking. You're welcome. Do you have a dog? I would love to have a dog, but my partner won't allow it, unfortunately. But my parents have a dog, who I grew up with. So yeah, it's kind of my dog. Bye Fitwaffle, enjoy this live so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Bernie, don't bite the hand that feeds. Yeah, Bernie, listen to Noodles. Okay guys, so where can we order your books? Amazon is the best place to get them. They're the number 1 and 2, so this one and the one with the blue spine, the yellow book, Baked in One, are both available already on Amazon. The new one, this one right here, is available on the 14th of March, but you can pre-order now. But yeah, Amazon is the best place to get them. Okay, right. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna be live probably next Saturday again, but I'll put out a little notice, you know, a little, whatever it's called, to tell you that when I'm going live and what I'll be doing, etc. And if you have any suggestions, of what I should do in the next live stream, have a think and put them in the comments of this video. That would be great, so then I can look back at it in the comment section, and I can potentially use some of your guys' ideas of what to do in future streams. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here for all this time. This was our longest stream ever, which is really cool. I hope you enjoyed the cookie recipe. All the ingredients are down in the description for it. Anything else? Follow me on Snapchat. I post sort of like behind the scenes daily life stuff on there. My Snapchat is Fitwaffle, and make sure you tune in to tomorrow's video. It's a really fun one. I'm really hoping I'm going to get it up in time. I've just got quite a lot to edit on it still, but fingers crossed we'll get it up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the premiere and then next week. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate you, and I will see you next week.